Hey, I'm Will. This is Coverment. We're going to be unboxing Frostpunk today. This is based on a video game of the same name, and it is a very heavy solo and multiplayer cooperative survival game where you are trying to keep civilization alive throughout the next ice age. This is pretty much just a standard pledge, with some the expansion extras. I've been getting the extra minis and stuff. I am not a fan of having to fish through a secondary box just to find a mini for a building or something. So I think this is just the right size. The card box it came in was pretty damaged. It had a couple of big holes punched right through them, but thankfully the game itself is unscathed, so I am happy for that because I believe they shipped it straight from Poland. And so we have a QR code on a sticker to scan to see the companion app. It did not work at a time, but when I got this, but it said coming in within the next year. A little thank you sticker from them. That was nice. This looks like, okay, they announced about this in the campaign. They said that there was a misprint on some of the pieces. So they've already included the replacements for that, which is handy. And then the Frostlander expansion is a Kickstarter exclusive, I believe. And we'll take a look at that after. So let's just get this bad boy open here. And see what's inside. I am very excited to see some of the components in this game. Because even the base game, I mean, this is a pretty sizable box, as you can probably see on the screen. All right, Limbit Studios. Okay, well, this is a thick rule book. There's a lot going on. Guys, just the rule book, and then we have the scenario book, which I'm not going to look at too closely, but I know there's quite a few different scenarios. It's not a campaign, it's more of just choosing different scenarios to play, which is neat. This looks like player aids. Yeah, separately packaged player aids. They're just a sheet of boards. And then we have the first of the buildings. So I don't know how complicated these things are going to be to find while you're playing. Cardboard is decently thick. Pieces are nice. They're clearly labeled. Iconography is looking pretty clear. I think it's a good design so far. Next one, we've got a balloon. Okay, here we get to the landscape tiles. Okay, lots of landscape tiles to choose from. This is a giant game. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is part of the train scenario. There's like a crashed train that's kind of abandoned beside your civilization. You can kind of scavenge that. Here's some of the bordering from the outside, some tokens. So more and more. I mean, this game just has so much cardboard in it. Oh yeah, here's the base. Oops, popped right out. So this is the base of your tower with iconography, without iconography. Okay, I don't know if that's scenario based or not. We'll see. We have the sideboard here. Looks like you can place buildings or something here. Oh, I think this is the main board here. It looks like it's been packaged kind of separately from everything else. It's got its own shrink wrap. So let's get this guy open so we can take a look at. I guess I really didn't want this to warp or get damaged. Oh yeah, dual layered, and I guess these will connect together as a puzzle for this big huge track. This guy is how much heat and stuff you generate in the game. Yeah, some dual layered boards for tracking various things. So much tracking. This game is going to be tracks upon tracks and more boards to hold stuff. And here we're getting into the plastic fun stuff. Okay, you can probably see this guy here. This is the cube tower. And it is the engine that is keeping your civilization alive. And as long as you can keep the engine alive and running, it will heat your civilization. So it's been washed. Oh, and some pieces have came out, I think. Oh, actually, I think those this can get added. Yeah, I have heard that this piece gets added based on things that happen to your cube tower. And here's the tray. And I don't know if you can see in there, but there are lots of different levels of things for it to bounce, stuff to get bounced off of before they land in the tray or not. So you would, oh, it's a fairly tight fit. Oh yeah, it just goes in there, nice. So you would, drop your cubes in, slide out the tray, and see what it caught. Interesting. So I hear this is one of the more devious cube towers out there because of how much stuff can get caught in it. But look at this monstrosity. That is like a huge centerpiece on the table. I'll put this over here. Okay, we have tree. So we cut down some trees to make some more trees. Nice little snowy white tree pieces. And we've got a couple of bags. Oh, they're felt bags. Are pretty small, but I think they're usable. And they're, again, pretty simply stitched, but they're not fraying or anything. So I think they'll be quite usable. And so much resources. We got, children meeples. We got children's. They're like 2 combined meeples. Cute. I don't know if you can see that. Little combined kid meeples. And then we have woods. This must be, I don't know, some sort of water tower or mech or something. I can't really remember. It's been too long since I've played. Lots of cubes. Okay, it's more buildings. We got lots of buildings in here. More workers. More with different types of workers. Different gears and things, probably for different specialty buildings. And we got, there's a little bit of a film, I think. So this is slightly tacky. Probably just from the residue from something, packaging. And we got cards. So let's take a quick glimpse at card quality. I know there's a lot of secrets in this game, so I don't want to reveal anything. Just looks at the backs. Cards are kind of thin. It's a little unfortunate. They're a little thin. They are semi-linen finished. They are a little thin, but that's fine. They're not terrible. So we got card decks, more card decks, large cards. Let's take a look at these. We can open these up. Again, I'm just going to look at the backs because I don't want to hide anything. Yeah, same thing there. They're kind of thin. They're not terrible, but there are just so many cards in this game. There's another deck, and another deck, and another deck. There's just so many. Okay, now let's push this aside. Move it over here. And get into this Frostlander bonus expansion. So I think this is all the Kickstarter exclusive stuff. I can't remember what tier it was or whether you had to pay extra. I think this is like the upgrade, the Kickstarter stuff that you only get through Kickstarter. For Frostlander. box. Frostliner expansion. Okay, it just explains what the components do. And then, oh yeah, nice. Look at these. So I think we've already found the components that are going to have to be replaced. And there's nice, funny looking pieces here. I think these fit on the tracks and kind of connect things. Some snowflakes. Nice, good quality, chunky pieces. Quite a bit of detail, the snowflakes and stuff like that. It's very nicely done, full color screen prints. We have these huge things. These are chunky pieces as well. And they've got all kinds of different symbols on them. So again, very nice. Like these are maybe event tracking or something. And then we got some more cards. So even more cards and more cards, which is always great. It's nice to have a bunch of stuff, which is, I mean, that's a fair amount of nice extras, upgrades. It's always nice to have some wooden component upgrades over the cardboard ones. Well, this is going to be an absolute beast to learn and play, and I'm very excited to try this guy out and see how well it works. Very cool looking. And, hopefully once I've given a few plays, I'll be able to get on here and give you my review, maybe do a playthrough if you guys want. Meanwhile, have a look at some other playthroughs on the channel. I do lots of solo content too. And take a look at my Instagram. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.